What's going on, my good people? Otis L. Milton here, the Mortgage Millennial. I'm here to share a quick video with you guys. 3 reasons why you cannot afford to buy in California. Now, I don't mean to be a pessimist, but I'm seeing it happen day after day. And some of these things we could actually address. So, let's look at it. Reason number 1 that I'm saying why a lot of folks cannot afford to buy in California. Number 1, student loans. Student loans, okay? This is a very large barrier and issue, right? Reason being is, and I hear it every day, well, my student loans are in deferment, my student loans are forbearance, I'm not making any payments right now. That doesn't matter when it comes to purchasing a home and applying for a mortgage, right? So regardless of your status being in deferment or in forbearance, the mortgage lender, we have to still calculate a payment, right, to add into your debt to income ratio, right? So an example, if you have $100,000 student loan debt and it's in deferment, we must use a minimum of a 0.5% of that debt to add into your monthly payment, right? That means that's a $500 payment that you aren't making, right, that we have to add into your debt to income ratio, taken away from your affordability, right? Now, I get it, right? A lot of us went to school. We were told that if we go to school, we can get a good job and make lots of money, right? At least that's what they told us. Anyhow, but there are some ways that we can address this, right? So if your student loan is in deferment, you can maybe look at an income-based repayment plan where the payment is actually based on your income, right? And you can actually plead hardship and get a lower payment. And that can be used to qualify for the mortgage, right? So student loans, huge barrier when it comes to purchasing a home, especially in California. It's stopping a lot of people, okay? Number 2, let's look at it. Number 2, car payments. Car payments. I am seeing this be another super large barrier when it comes to why a lot of folks cannot afford, especially in California, right? And we're going to take a look at what do I mean by that, right? So just like the student loan has to be calculated into your debt to income ratio, so does your car payment, right? And so the car payment, how much of your car payment can actually dictate how much of the affordability is, regardless if you feel you can afford it, right? So let's look at it. In LA, there's, depending on how you're pulling up, maybe you're in a Tesla, BMW, etc., or maybe you got bad credit and you're in a Kia. Either how, some folks here can easily end up with an $800 car note, right? $800 a month car note. Sounds crazy for some people, but it's not crazy. I see it more often than I would like to, unfortunately, on mortgage applications, right? But let's say that you were a little bit more modest when you went to purchase your car. You know you hadn't bought a house yet. You don't want to affect your affordability too much. So you're a little more modest, and you bought a car that gave you a $400 a month payment, right? So, okay, $400. Yeah, look, I make the money. I can afford the nicer car. I can afford the payment. But let's look at what these difference in car notes, what type of effect it's going to have on your purchasing power, right? So the person that bought the $400 car, has a $400 car note versus a person with the $800 car note, the difference at minimum when they go to qualify for a mortgage is going to be a difference of $100,000 minimum of how much they can qualify for. Now that simple $400 a month, you have to remember over 30 years, that's a lot of money, right? And so $400 can be the difference of a minimum of $100,000 of your affordability. So too many of us have our bills too high, and it's taken away from our affordability, especially in California. Reason number 2 why you cannot afford to buy in California. Reason number 3 why you cannot afford to buy in California. Now this one hurts my soul a little bit, is pride. Pride is the reason why a lot of you cannot afford to buy in California. And what do you mean by that, right? We all have pride, right? We all have egos, etc. But the reason why this is a barrier, why this is stopping a lot of folks from buying, because they can't buy what it is that they want the first time out the gate. Like, I can't get my dream home. I can't get a 4-bedroom. You're a single person. Why do you need a 4-bedroom, right? I can't live in this area, etc., right? So the pride gets in the way, right? Or, okay, I have enough income to qualify, but I don't have enough money for my down payment and closing costs, right? The pride gets in the way. You're afraid to ask your friends or your family, like, hey, look, I want to purchase a property. I want to make an investment towards my future. Hey, is there any gift you can give me towards helping me purchase this property? But the pride gets in the way. I can't tell you how many times I'm on the phone with someone, they're like, I just want to do it by myself. I don't want nobody else help. I want to do it by myself. Right? And I get it. The pride of us, we want to be accomplished. We want to do these things. But this is keeping us away from home ownership. So please, please, please don't let the pride keep you away, because I'm seeing it happen on a day-to-day basis. Buy what you can. Remember, real estate is an investment. The first property does not have to be your forever property. Right? One of my mentors bought her first property in a horrible area at the time she bought it. She still owns that property 40 years later. She's purchased 4 other properties out of the equity of that property. Now imagine if her pride got in the way and she was afraid to ask her dad to help with the gift, to help her purchase a property in that area that wasn't so great. She doesn't have the real estate portfolio that she has today. Right? So do not let your pride get in the way. Unfortunately, it is happening for a lot of people. Put it in check. So anyway, I came to share 3 reasons why you cannot afford to buy in California today. These issues can be addressed, right? And there's some ways we could overcome them, but maybe these may pertain to you. Take a look at them. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get in the comment box. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. or maybe you want to reach out to me and we can look at your specific situation. So anyhow, I'm going to get back to work. Until next time, my good people, one love.